Hey, good morning, YouTube. This is Bo from Pack Ratting. Last night we had an order. I thought this morning I'd shoot a quick video and show you all how we pick an item and part of our inventory system, as well as how we ship with a little bit more detail than our previous video. So let's see what sold. All right, we've got a Brother brand set of address labels. So, sounds cool. All right. What I'm really getting at here is we have this item. We paid $2 for it. I took some pictures. More on that later. Okay, so after we inventory an item, or excuse me, after we post an item, we've got to add a address, so to speak, to where it is in our inventory. So all that behind me is inventory, and it's very easy to lose things. For a while, when I had less than 50 items on eBay, I just knew where stuff was. I knew it was on a shelf, and I could go find it and go get it. Well, when we broke 150, 200 items listed on eBay, it was harder to keep up with all that, and sometimes we'd have multiples of an item in different conditions. We had to find that exact item. Like if we had two lamps that were identical, but one had a smudge on it, I had to be able to describe that smudge and have it in a specific spot in inventory so I didn't pull the wrong lamp. And actually, these labels that are posted, we had 3 sets, but they were identical, so I had them all in the same spot. So the location of these 3 sets of labels were the same box in our inventory, and I just went and I pulled one, and I knew that going into that box, because each item would have been labeled inside the box separately. So more on that later. So when I posted this item, when I listed it on eBay, we listed it at $10 with $8 and some change shipping, and I put in a description, and under that description I put a little code, and the code is Pack Ratting, and then a letter, and then a number. And the Pack Ratting, obviously, that's for the company, and the letter corresponds to what shelf it's on, and the number tells me what box it's in. So this particular item is in C6. So what I do next is I go over here to our filing system and I find my C, and that is shelf C. So C6, there you are. Pull it, and inside there I've got I think this is this is some good stuff here. Just showing off inventory now. Cafe Du Monde apron. Pretty neat. Got a purse in there too. And here it is. There's our roll of address labels. They're waiting for me in C6. So I just pull the item, and now I have room in C6 to put another item. The way I got this was at a yard sale or estate sale, and there was a bunch of packaging stuff, bunch of printers, bunch of labeling stuff, maybe even another eBayer who went out of business. But anyway, I bought a bunch of stuff and I averaged it out to just under $2 per item. So that's why I said, hey, okay, it's a $2 investment. So let's package it up. Okay, so one of the things you're going to figure out pretty quick is that folks want their items as nicely packed as possible, and it's one of those things that I take pride in our reviews, on the reviews we get for how we package items. So I'm just going to package this thing up. It's a box of boxes. There's 3 cartridges 3 rolls of labels in here, but I'm going to make sure that the buyer receives this thing as close to this as possible. A lot of times in the mail, if you would have just thrown this box into a box loose or into a Mylar bag, it'd probably get crushed, and it might even affect one of the rollers on how they operate. So when the buyer gets this thing, I want them to receive it and think that, well, to know that we take shipping very serious, and we get a 5-star review on that. So here we go. So here it is, wrapped in bubble wrap. What I'll probably do next is I'll take a scrap piece of cardboard and I'll wrap it over one time. Okay, well, that's pretty well protected. Not only is the item that they really want, the rollers, inside a box, but there's some padding, and there's a bumper piece of cardboard basically that can absorb a lot of the stuff that happens in shipping, and it's easy to open. Okay, I didn't wrap this thing to death, covered it in 6 layers of tape, and destroyed the item trying to unwrap it. Somebody can receive this, cut some tape, or just pull it apart. Boom, they've got a pretty little box, almost like they just bought it off a store shelf. So we're gonna throw this into a bag here. I think anybody could be happy with that. Time to print our label. So I don't pretend to know everything, and I'm always ready to learn something new. And when it comes to shipping on eBay, I'll usually provide either almost exclusively USPS. It'll be either priority, first class, or medium mail usually. If it's under £1, I can usually ship it first class without that being an issue. And in this case, we've got an item that is 2 pounds, 1 ounce on the scale. I'm gonna call it 2.2. And here's what I'm getting at is I've got a tip for measuring your stuff quickly. On my table here, I don't know how well you can see it, I've got a ruler drawn, and I also happen to have the outline of our mailbox. So I'll know right away whether or not something will fit in the mailbox, and I can measure it pretty quick before I throw it on my scale. So at a glance, I can say this box is going to be 8 by 6 by 6. So 866, toss it on the scale readout. Alright, it is 8, 6, 6. Update. Alright, it's going to cost $8.33 to ship priority. Not a big deal. I've already charged shipping, and in fact, yeah, we did fine on shipping. Purchase label. And too easy. What I will also do almost on every package is that I'm going to add 2 stickers if it's something this small. Fragile on the back and Fragile visible on the front. So not only have we packaged up our item to survive the mayhem that is shipping sometimes, but we've also given it some exterior, I don't know, love. It says fragile. You know, somebody along the line might even read it and handle this thing with care. But hey, we tried. So I think that's a lot more than what most people can ask for. So real quick little breakdown of this particular item. This is what a lot of people ask me about my eBay, and that is, hey, are you making any money? And no, I'm not going to be rich doing this, but this is a pretty typical item that I'll sell, not the labels itself, but how I sell something and how I purchased it. So I bought it for $2. I'm rounding up, but say $2, and I paid $8 in shipping. Excuse me, $8.20 in shipping. So the final price was $20.89, and my eBay fees come out to be about $2.90 on this. I use $18 available for profit, but I spent $8 in shipping, and the item cost me $2. So after approximately 25 cents in shipping material, we made about $7.75 of net profit of this item. So what we've got is a net profit of about $7.75 after all things are said and done. And well, you're like, well, that's not very much money. Well, guess what? That was one order. Typically, it's 1 or 2 orders a day. This is an average low order. You'll see more to come. And I'd rather have the facility to produce $7.50 while I drink my morning coffee than drink my morning coffee and sit around and play some game on my phone. So this is kind of a game for me, and this is my hobby. So there it is. We're going to take this thing downstairs and get it ready to be put in the mailbox later on today. So thanks for joining us on this quick video on our inventory system. Just a quick look on how we do it. More to come, more details. See y'all. Take care.